The citizens of Devon, England, awoke to a snowy landscape on the freezing winter night, 8 of February, 1855. It was chilly and nasty near the Exe River, and snow covered the land. However, it wasn't just the snow that drew their attention. A far more unusual sight piqued their interest, anxiety, and horror. Tracks resembling cloven hoofs were imprinted on the snow. Nobody could figure out how they got there, and there was nothing else along with the hoof-marked snow tracks from a person guiding an animal, for example. Many superstitious people immediately assumed it was the work of the devil himself. These tracks were attributed to a bipedal monster rather than a four-legged creature. According to stunning newspaper reports from the time, worryingly, the tracks seemed to resist impediments. They went right through walls and restarted. They flew over haystacks, rooftops, and even across the river without pausing. The devil's footprint's cloven hoof shape was claimed to resemble that of a donkey, but the stride was not that of a four-legged animal. They were thought to be the remains of a bipedal or two-legged creature. The devil's hoofprints were around 3 inches broad and 4 inches long, which is comparable to a donkey's. The steps, on the other hand, were relatively tiny, placed 8 to 16 inches apart and in single file. The hoof impressions were mostly discovered in Devon, notably in the Exe estuary, but some reports also mention Dorset. The devil's footprint's exact path is unknown. According to all reports, the path went from Exeter in the north to Torquay, 25 miles south, and then 12 miles west to Totnes, but not necessarily in that sequence. It covered 40 miles in all, although it meandered and traveled widely within that area, so it could have covered up to 100 miles. According to a February 16, 1855 Times story, a vast number of foot tracks of a most strange and mysterious description. The superstitious think that these are the marks of Satan himself, because the marks resembled the devil's alleged cloven hooves. Many people immediately attributed the incident to the Prince of Darkness. This was made even more menacing by the numerous marks to and from doorsteps and surrounding homes and churches, leading to widespread conjecture that he was scanning the countryside for sinners. Skeptics attempted to come up with a reasonable explanation for the stunning discovery. The suspects ranged from runaway badgers to a kangaroo that fled from a private slough. Another idea proposed was that the hoof-like imprints were caused by mooring shackles left behind by an experimental balloon released from the Davenport dockyard. But that doesn't explain the track's regular spacing. Is it all a hoax? Was it a case of mass hysteria gone haywire? Whatever the case, the exact explanation for Devon's devil's footprints remains a mystery to this day.